Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nur Faisha Umaira. Today I will talk about emotion and moods in the workplace. So, before we talk about emotions and moods, we need to understand the word affect. Affect means all the feelings that a person can have. There are two types of affect, which is emotions and moods. Emotions are strong feelings. They happen because of something or someone. For example, you may feel angry when someone speaks badly about you. Moods are also feelings, but they are not very strong and don't always have a clear reason. You may just feel sad or happy without knowing why. Also, emotions don't last long, maybe just a few seconds or minutes, but moods can last for a few hours or even for the whole day. Now, let's look at some types of emotions that people may feel at work. I will explain each one with a simple example. Firstly, anger. This is when you feel very mad. For example, you feel angry when your teammate does not finish their part of the group work. Secondly, contempt. This is when you look down on someone or think you are better than them. For example, you may feel contempt when you think your coworker is lazy and not doing their job well. Thirdly, enthusiasm. This is a happy and excited feeling. For example, you feel enthusiastic when you start a new project that you like. Fourth, envy. This is when you want something that another person has. For example, you feel envy when your friend gets a promotion but you don't. Fifth, fear. This is when you feel scared or worried. For example, you may feel fear when your boss suddenly calls you to the office. Sixth, jealousy. This is when you feel afraid of losing something or someone to another person. For example, you feel jealous when your close friend gets along better with someone else. Seventh, frustration. This is when you feel upset because something is not going the way you want. For example, you feel frustrated when your computer keeps crashing while you are doing work. Eighth, disappointment. This is when something doesn't happen the way you hope. For example, you feel disappointed when you don't get chosen for a task you really wanted. And lastly, embarrassment. This is when you feel shy or ashamed. For example, you feel embarrassed when you say the wrong thing during a meeting. These emotions are normal and everyone can feel them at work, but we must learn how to manage them so we can work well with others.
My name is Nura Shamimi binti Muhammad Nazar. I will explain topic 2, which is sources of emotions and moods and emotional level. There has 8 things that influence how we feel every day, which is personality, weather, stress, social activities, sleep, exercise, age, and gender. Personality. Everyone has a unique personality, which affects how they are experienced and show emotions. Second is weather. Some people feel their mood is affected by the weather. For example, sunny days may make us happier. Stress. Too much stress, especially from work, can lead to negative emotions like anger or sadness. Social activities. Spending time with friends or doing fun activities can improve our mood. Next is sleep. When we get enough sleep, we usually feel better emotionally. Lack of sleep can make us feel irritated or down. Exercise. Regular physical activity help to improve mood and reduce stress. Age. Older people often have more stable and positive emotions compared to younger people. Lastly is gender. Research shows that women tend to be more emotional than men, meaning they may express their emotion more. Now let's talk about emotional level. This means showing the emotion that your job expects you to show, even if you do not really feel that way. For example, a customer service worker must smile and be polite, even if they are having a bad day. Emotions level is guided by display rules, which include feeling rules and expression rules. Feeling rules. These tell us what emotions are okay or not okay to feel in a situation. For expression rules, these tell us how we should show the emotions, like smiling even if we are tired. There is also something called emotional dissonance. This happens when you have to show emotions that are different from how you really feel. For example, acting happy when you are upset. This can cause stress and burnout over time.
My name is Nur Safia binti Azman from BA132-4G. Now I'm going to explain about components of attitude in organizational behavior. What is an attitude? Attitude is an expression of some degree of favor or disfavor for a particular situation or object, a relative feeling of satisfaction or otherwise on things around us. Attitude also reflects a person's behavior and outcome of an action. Now, I'm going to talk on 3 components of attitude. Let's start off with cognitive. Cognitive is belief, thoughts, and attributes which a person has towards someone or something. Cognitive attitude influence on how people act or feel towards others. For example, if an employee believes that their boss is kind and smart, they will feel more safer and trust the boss. Secondly, affective. Affective is emotions or feelings a person feels towards someone or something. In a simpler term, affective means how you feel about a certain job or person, and it's whether you like it, dislike it, or feel neutral towards it. For example, you feel excited to work with your colleague because they're always being so supportive and kind towards you. Thirdly, behavior. Behavior is a component or cognitive component is the intention to behave in a certain way towards someone or something. In simpler terms, it's almost like how you decide to act in a certain way towards someone or something. For example, you decided to take a short break after doing a certain task, so you will not feel burnt out later.
My name is Nordani Izzati binti Abdul Aziz. Today I am going to talk about impact of job satisfaction. Job satisfaction, that means how happy someone with their job. When employees are satisfied, many good things can happen. First is positive effect, better performance, happy worker, and they will be there well with their job. Next is better mood, they less stress and get more motivation. We move to the negative effect, which is poor work. They work with low effort. Next, more people will quit. It is because when they not enjoy with their work, they choose to quit. Next, we move to the method to measure is company use different ways to check if worker are satisfied or not. First, they do a survey, give a simple question. For example, are you happy with your job, salary, manager or work environment? Next is interview, doing a face-to-face with the worker, talk to them and hear of employees' opinion. Last but not least is small group discussion. We can discuss with another people, share and give a feedback.
Before we start, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nazufani binti Zamri. So, my topic is determinants of job satisfaction. Job satisfaction when employees enjoy their time while doing job is high satisfaction level. So, among factors which lead to employee satisfaction are: first, the job characteristic. Part of the job that affect how happy, motivated, and satisfied a worker feels at work. For example, using different skill and talent to reduce boredom and keep the job interesting. For the next is opportunities to make use of skills and abilities. Employees get chance to use their talent, knowledge, and strength in their daily work. People enjoy doing what they are good at. They feel competent and valued. They feel more meaningful. Next is reward and recognition received. Appreciation, prize, or benefit the employee get for doing a good job at work, such as bonuses, promotion, gift, or extra time off. When workers get reward or recognition, they feel proud and happy with their job. Move to the supervisors and managers. Supervisors and managers are the people at work who are in charge of others' employees. They have guts, support, and make sure the work gets done properly. For the supervisor, watches over daily work and help team directly. Meanwhile, managers plan, organize, and make bigger decisions for a department or team. Coworker and teammates. Coworker and teammates are really important as the employees because they are the people you work with. Their behavior, support, and relationship with you can greatly influence how you feel about your job. When you have a good coworker and teammates, it makes more job enjoyable and you feel more satisfied with your job. For the flexibility to balance life and work matters. Having the abilities to manage both your personal life and your job in a way that make you feel happy and not overwhelmed. When employees have a flexibility like adjusting work hours, working from home, or taking time off for personal matters, they feel less stressed and more contained. For the last is optimal and conducive work environment. Refer to a workplace that is comfortable, supportive, and organized, making it easy for the employees to do their best work and feel happy while doing it. Other than that, boost your mood, encourage a positive attitude, and make you more satisfied with your job. Overall, job satisfaction depends on a combination of things like like having a good relationship with coworkers, feeling supported by your manager, and having flexibility to balance life and work.
Now I will explain about expression of job dissatisfaction. When an employee is not happy with their job or workplace, it can affect the company in a bad way. This is called job dissatisfaction. There are a few ways to see if someone is not satisfied with their job. So, first, they may speak in a rude or aggressive way. Second, they may only think about themselves and show selfish behavior. Third, they may show no respect to their teammates or other staff. Fourth, they may skip work or come late often. Fifth, they may stay away from social activities in the office. Sixth, they may voice out their complaints all the time. And finally, they may decide to leave the job or stop being involved. These actions show that the person is not happy and it can cause problems for the team and the company. So now we have reached the final part of this chapter. In this chapter, we learned that emotions are strong feelings like anger or joy, while moods are softer and last longer. Our feelings can be affected by things like stress, sleep, and social activities. Emotional labor happens when we have to show fake emotions at work, which can cause stress. Attitude means how we think, feel, and act, and it affects our behavior at work. Lastly, job satisfaction means being happy with our job. When workers are satisfied, they work better and stay longer. If they are not, they may leave or perform badly. That's all from us. Thank you.